But you ask, I have a pending I-485, that's an application for a green card in the US. I was in valid status when it was filed. I fell out of status December 2021. Now I'm worried that I'm accruing a lawful presence in the US. How can I fix this? And then they follow up. Also, what does it mean by biometrics is applied to my new case? Thanks. Okay, so 2 questions. There's a lot of concepts, legal concepts here, but if you're in the United States and you overstayed a visa, typically you start accruing what's called unlawful presence time. And if you have unlawful presence time for a certain amount of time and you leave the US, and then you come back in, or you leave the US, you're subject to a 3 or 10-year bar against re-entry into the United States. Major headache. But if you already filed for adjustment of status and you have a valid case pending, it's not a frivolous case, you do not accumulate unlawful presence. They have a policy that says we're not going to add a lawful presence if you have an application pending like an I-539 and an I-485. You don't accumulate lawful presence when you have those. Also, you don't need to maintain status necessarily when you have an I-485 adjustment of application pending because you have a case pending and you could be out of status. Now when you file it, depending on what kind of case you have, you may need to have status when you file the case. Like if you're married to a US citizen, you don't have to have valid status to file for an I-485, but if you're married to a green card holder, you do. But after you file the case, it is not a requirement to maintain status. So what do you need to do? Nothing. Just wait. Hopefully you have a good case, but other than that, nothing. Now, the biometrics, and that should be a big relief if you're worried about that. That's really the best answer to satisfy you. But with biometrics being applied, biometrics is a fingerprinting appointment where and it would take your photo too. What happens is if they already recently got your fingerprints and picture in the system, they just send you a letter saying we applied the existing biometrics to the new case that you have, and so you don't need to do it again. So that's another good thing. So everything's positive, nothing to worry about based on what you told me. Now, I don't know the details of your case, how strong your case is and the like, and if if everything else is in order, but the general base of what you said, all of it's not a big deal. So it's good news. I wish you the best. Thanks for coming on the show, baby. Bibia, I think that's how you pronounce it. Thank you for watching this educational program. To get the latest videos, click the subscribe button and the notification bell icon. Also, help us help the immigrant community by liking this video and sharing it with your family and friends. You can also find us on other social media sites like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Twitter, where you find the latest updates on immigration news, policy changes, and tips. Be safe and God bless. See you soon.